After years of decorating spaces room by room, taking on a full house renovation was quite overwhelming. We've made loads of progress over the last few months, but with so many things still to do, it's time to divide and conquer. This week, we tackle the space that will become our cozy, sunlit living room. Have you ever had so much to do, or a project that just has so many things happening, or things that you need to accomplish that you've just been completely overwhelmed and you don't know where to start? You don't know even if you're making progress. You don't even know if what you're doing is what you should be doing. That's how I felt. Renovating this cottage is no joke. And I felt for the past couple of weeks that I've just been like, I don't know. I have said I don't know too many times. I know what needs to be done, but I don't know what order they need to be done in. I don't know even if what I'm doing first, it was overwhelming. So for the past 2 weeks, I've really been trying to figure out a plan of attack. We're gonna be taking this room by room. Sat down and I wrote out each room. I took each room, the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, the entry and foyer, the guest bedroom, the guest bathroom, the main bedroom, the main bathroom, the laundry room, the pantry little nook area, all of it. I wrote them all down. I put pictures next to them and I was like, what needs to be done for each room? And it really helped me understand, okay, I got a list of things that I need to accomplish so that I can sit back and be like, okay, the living room is perfect. It's ready to have, things like that door removed and replaced with an actual window so I don't have two front doors. So welcome to the first kind of episode in transforming this room that we're standing in right now into our future living room. Right when you enter the house, you'll be greeted with the foyer that kind of has the kitchen slightly closed off, but it'll be an open concept from the kitchen to the living room area, instead of having all of these smaller spaces that would be underutilized. So here's where you walk into the house. So this will still remain kind of the entryway, the foyer, but to the right will be the living room. Because it's open concept, the kitchen will look at the living room. So I really want the focal wall or the focal point of the room to be on that far right wall. We'll actually be replacing that space where the window is with a fireplace. And on each side of the fireplace, I want bookshelves with cabinetry at the bottom for extra storage. And then onto the right side of that focal wall is this wall. This is where we are obviously going to remove our second front door that has no doorknob. And we're taking all three of these windows and putting them right here. 1, 2, 3, which is gonna let in the beautiful west sunset light that comes into the house. And then from the focal wall to the left side of the room, there's actually going to be French doors going out to our new backyard patio that's going to wrap around the entire back part of the house, and we'll have access to it from the primary bedroom as well. So that whole little moment is going to be really beautiful. And here's some more inspiration on kind of what I want the overall feeling and look and vibe to be for the living room. Obviously the whole house will have the same inspiration. It'll have the same vibe and calm, vintage inspired spaces. I want the fireplace to have limestone, which is also really common in this area, but I want it really overcrowded, like Joanna Gaines's cooking show kitchen, or a kitchen that Leanne Ford did for Rock the Block is super inspiring to me. And then on each side, of course, the bookshelves to have vintage things that I thrift and I find secondhand to kind of be on display and be well designed. And then of course the storage underneath those bookshelves. Seating area will kind of go around the fireplace where the TV will be as well. We'll have a pretty mantle for the holidays for decorating here. So before we even get there, before we even get to decorating or painting or anything, here are all of the things that need to be done. First step was to take down all of the acoustic ceiling tiles that were in this space. They'd also put them in other rooms. I took care of all of that so that we can tick that off of our list, and we exposed some pretty shiplap. The second thing to do was to break down this wall between between the foyer and this space to make way for the living room to be larger. It was so much dead space. We are almost done with this demo that has taken me like 5 days. Romeo has been a big help, and we just have a few more wood pieces to take down before it's completely done. So we can check that off the list. Number 3 is the old chimney. It's gonna be fun. We have already done one chimney in the house, which you will see on Tuesday over on the vlog, and all of the mess that we made. And then we have things like removing the trim and the wainscoting from the back wall so that we can actually make way for the fireplace and the bookshelves, removing all the trim from all of the windows because we're gonna be repositioning those and moving those around. We've got to scrape the floor. This ugly flooring has got to come up. We've got to expose the wood that's underneath. This is all the things that need to happen in this room, so we better get started. We've got a few more boards to break down here, and I want to start with all of the trim along this side so that we can store that away and reuse it in other spaces throughout the house.
Let's buy a little white house on the corner of nothing and nowhere. We'll roll tomatoes and drink mojitos on the front porch stairs. And you can walk around in your flip-flops while I sit and watch the passing clouds. Then we'll be off to bed and we will wake up. Let's buy a little white house on the corner of nothing and nowhere.
I don't think that it's ever going to stop raining here. It feels like it's been raining for a month straight. It's pouring outside again. Next up, we need to remove all of the wainscoting and the trim. Removing this trim scared me in the beginning because I thought if I mess it up, I'm gonna be so upset. And I was real delicate in the beginning, and it comes off so easily because the nails are so small. Or the other shiplap boards were just so hard to remove that anything smaller than those big nails are better. I'm using Tiny Crow to get it started, and then if anything is stronger, I'm using Baby Crow. Gonna be built in, like I'm gonna build them myself on the wall after the fireplace is done and everything. And I'm thinking there's drywall with shiplap behind it. I want some texture behind the actual shelf. So the shelf will go to the wall, but I want the wall to have some texture on it. We can either leave the shiplap that's already there and have that texture, or I've got tons of beadboard, we could do that too. I'm feeling like since there's already shiplap there, we should just use the shiplap, but I love the look of beadboard inside cabinets. Regardless, we need to take the drywall off too, so we're gonna go ahead and remove all of that.
Another day, I'm back on my feet, so I win again. Roses are so sweet, the scent is all around my head. I see the stars shining right through your eyes. No, I can't believe that you're finally mine. Girl, you're so perfect that you make me feel high, and I feel that I am the
Good morning. It's the next day of working on the living room, and something that I have been perplexed about or confused about is how to get up this laminate, vinyl, sheeting, flooring that's on top of my pretty pine floor. I think this floor actually went through the entire kind of main part of the house because I can see remnants of it places, but they removed it in a lot of areas, and I so wish that they would have gone ahead and removed it from this room. I've tried to scrape it. I have a scraper. I got this guy. Pro-grade flooring scraper removes wood, laminate, vinyl, carpet, and other flooring materials. And I did try to get this floor up with this. It was hard. It was coming up, but it just wasn't very good. There had to be another way. So I got a heat gun. I saw some people online use it just to heat up the floor in different patches and then scrape it, and it was coming up a lot easier. So we're gonna test it out. We'll see how this goes, but if this doesn't go very well, and if you guys have any other methods, other ways, if you've tried any ways, let me know in the comments. But we're gonna give this a go and see if this works.
My gravel parking lot is filled with rundown cars. The smell of city waste is made by city farms. And if I stay up late, then I can hear the sound of people's recklessness back to new broken ground.
It does work! I didn't know if it was hot, if it was working, but I think it's definitely gonna work better. But we might be here for a while.
'Cause I say something to you. You need to hear them too. My shelves are filled with books of unknown quality. I glance back to them, so you might think I read my friends with friends.
The marks on my face from this. It's been, how long do you think it's been, babe? Like a few hours?
Yeah.
Been a few hours. It is working. But you know what's working the best? Not the heat gun, not crazy stuff. Tell me that, baby. Teeny Crow. Teeny Crow and Baby Crow are the best of the crows. So she has a it's more like a scraper, but she has an angle. You see that? So you're able to slide it in and kind of lightly loosen larger parts. So I was able to accomplish all of this, maybe 5 feet in the whole width of the room with this. And the bigger scraper just doesn't work. You do definitely, we've discovered you need to work in smaller sections. There may be an easier method to all of this. And the heat gun was kind of helping. And I think where it's going to be helpful is on these like patches that we have of smaller pieces that are left behind. It was just like really stuck down. It was really hard. But overall, our goal was to not gouge the floor. There's definitely gonna be some scrapes, but we're gonna sand the floor anyways, but not gouging the wood, and getting as much of it as we can up. I want this floor, it was coming up. We're gonna spend the time. So we only have one of these. Romeo's over here using his bare hands. Someone move this back to him. So while he does that, I wanna work on some visual things. I'm a very visual person, so I like to visually kind of see and experience where the fireplace is gonna go, like how big are the bookshelves are gonna go, where are the 3 windows gonna be positioned, types of things. So we're gonna do some marking. And I wanna mark off first where the fireplace is gonna be. Obviously, I know it's in the center of the wall. On the focal wall, look, where's the living room? Okay, I have the fireplace 5 foot wide. So I gotta find the center. This room is 15 foot 2 inches. Half of 15 foot 2 inches. What's half of 15?
7.
What's half?
7. Wait. 7.6.
Really?
Wait, what did you say?
What's half of 182 inches?
182 inches is 91. Yeah, 91.
Yeah, 91. You're right. Okay, the middle of the room is the middle of the tape. So then we need to go 5 foot. So 2.5 foot on each side of that. And we'll mark it all the way up to the ceiling. Storm's rolling in again, so it got super dark, but can you see the lines? To the outside of the tape is the outside of the fireplace. So then the fireplace, oh, you can mark it on the floor too, like how far it's going to come out. 2.5 feet. Where'd my tape go? Oh no. Wait, seriously, why do I lose everything in here? Like I'm working on something.
What are you looking for?
The tape.
The measurement tape?
Blue tape.
Bro,
Oh, here it is. So it's gonna come out 2.5 feet. So can you imagine? This is all of this is the fireplace. So it'll come out 2.5 feet from the wall. That's nice. Okay. Since the fireplace is coming out 2.5 feet, how deep do the bookshelves come out to? Oh, and it's raining again. So enjoy a nice calming rain in the background. I mean, normal bookshelves are like 18 inches, 14 inches. 14 inches from the wall would be here. That's a little skinny. 18 inches would be here. I think 18. Also, will that 18 inches be just the shelves, or will it also be the depth of the cabinetry underneath? Does that go out 20? These are all decisions that we need to make. This would be 24 right here. I'll mark it. For this wall, will be windows all along this side over to the front door. So I want to see where those are gonna go. It's pouring down rain. Like the driveway or like outside the yard is already a puddle. Look. Came out a little bit, so it's brighter in here at least. Okay, windows evenly distributed between this window and the front door. There's this window and there's the front door. A foot between each window and have them clustered together. Maybe even a foot and a half. Let's see what a foot and a half is. A foot and a half is kind of evenly distributed. Okay, can you see all the blue tape? I could bring it down to a foot. A foot between each window would give 2 foot from the door to the first window, maybe for, you know, a coat rack or something like a piece of wall art, a small one maybe. I think they like that better than just filling up that whole wall space. That's obviously the full window, including trim all the way around. So you can see the box is the same size as all the way out to the trim. That's what they would look like with a foot separation. The only other option would be to take away the trim in between each window and just kind of have them trimmed out all together, and the windows would be closer. They would share a center trim, which is also another option. I mean, it just kind of depends on what kind of look I'm going for. So I'm gonna sit on that for a little while. I can make those changes to the plan so that I can really start to nail that down. We've made a lot of progress on the living room space. One other thing that I thought we were gonna be able to accomplish before you guys saw this video was the chimney. But we need my dad to help with that, so you guys may be seeing that next week, but we've made progress. We got the wall down, we got the ceiling tiles down, we know the floor is gonna come up, and we really don't have that much left. That's all we have left right there. Obviously, we need to do so much more to the floors, through the whole house, like sanding them and picking the same color, finalizing the same color. Tons more to do on the living room, but I can tell you this was the first time since I did the kitchen video that I was clear. A divided and conquered kind of thing. Like, okay, I'm just focusing on the living room. Let's get things done. And we were able to kind of accomplish so much, and my brain is a lot clearer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am very much enjoying Romeo being in town. He's so much help and he's fun to be around, right?
Hi.
We do a lot of work, but we have a lot of fun doing it, so it's been really nice him being here. Now he's standing next to you. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video and hanging out with us. If you are not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification so you know exactly when I upload every Sunday here on this channel and of course on my vlog channel, more behind the scenes. Like you can see that other chimney fall to its demise over there. And if you have missed any of the renovation videos, Romeo is distracting me. If you have missed any of the renovation videos, I have a whole series. You can check them out. You can binge watch them multiple times even if you want to. He's making fun of me now, so I'm gonna go. Bye guys.
Bye.
I thought you were gonna attack me. How are we gonna get out of here if we're in a puddle? Oh my. I don't even know. Can you guys hear the rain? I don't even know.